Hey besties, welcome back to Manifest with Beth. If you are ready to shift into the version of you who has it all, then you are in the right place. Hit that like button, subscribe, because this does help me get out to other people who may also be looking for answers themselves. And if you do want help locking in your new reality, feel free to click the link in my bio or email me for coaching at manifestwithbeth@yahoo.com. And the question I have been getting asked a lot lately is, if somebody is manifesting the same person as me, who gets them? So we are going to deep dive into that today. And it is never about competition or who wins or who's manifesting harder. And the law of assumption, you're the only operant power in your reality, meaning your assumptions create your experience. If you assume you're chosen, loved, and prioritized, then that's what plays out for you. Even if someone else is manifesting the same SP, they exist in their own reality bubble, just like you do in yours. And I will explain more about the reality bubble later on. But they exist in theirs, just like you exist in yours. You know, you don't have to fight for what's already yours. When you fully claim it, persist in the end result, and stop checking the 3D, your world has to rearrange itself to match your assumption. It has no choice. It's the law. It has to happen. So the real answer is the person who knows it's already theirs. Not the one who hopes, not the one who doubts, but the one who decides it is theirs. Now, when I say everyone is in their own reality bubble, it means each person is experiencing life through their own beliefs, assumptions, and dominant thoughts. It's like their own private movie that's playing out based on what they assume to be true. So even if someone else is manifesting the same SP, it does not matter. It does not matter, guys, because they're in their bubble and you're in your bubble. You don't share a reality in the way you think. So in your bubble, your assumptions are law. If you assume you're the chosen one, that your SP is obsessed with you, and that you're the end game, that becomes true for you. Now, the other person's bubble might say something completely different, and that plays out for them. But they don't get to affect your reality unless you assume they do. So pretty much to sum it up, your reality is personal. You're the god of your world. Other people's thoughts, feelings, and assumptions and manifestations have no power in your world unless you let them in. But what if they believe they will get them? I already know what y'all are going to ask. Even if someone else believes they'll get your SP, that belief only affects their own reality, not yours. Reality bubbles, remember? This is why everyone as you pushed out is so powerful. Only your assumptions matter in your world. If you start to believe that someone else's belief is stronger or that they can steal your SP, then you've just made that your assumption. And that's when your reality starts reflecting it. So stop assuming they believe they could have them. Stop assuming they can steal them. They can't. So stop telling yourself they can. But if you stay grounded in the truth that you're the only operant power, your SP is already yours, no one can interfere in what's true for you, what's meant for you, then it doesn't matter what anyone else believes. Their thoughts hold zero power in your world unless you assume they do. And that's the biggest issue. A lot of people, they literally, I get it, I was that person. I would literally freak out thinking, what if somebody else knows about manifestation? What if somebody else wants this person I do and they know about manifestation and they're stronger than me? They're more powerful than me. Stop thinking that shit. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody is more powerful than you. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that word. Nobody can interfere with your own reality unless you give them the power to. It's kind of like two people ordering completely different meals at a restaurant, right? Someone else might confidently order the steak, but that doesn't change your meal unless you switch your order. Your SP is your order. Don't change it just because someone else ordered too. Does that make sense for you? All right, but anyways, you are the only operant power. This is Neville's golden rule, guys. Only your consciousness creates your reality. Nobody else's consciousness, only your consciousness. Others can't win in your reality unless you give that power away by doubting or reacting to the 3D. Everyone lives in their own reality bubble. No two people share the same reality. Everyone is experiencing life through their own assumptions. Everyone. So, sure, someone else may get the SP in their bubble, but that has nothing to do with your outcome unless you believe it does. That's it. Stick to your new story. Your SP has no free will in your world. If you assume they love you, choose you, and only want you, they will reflect that back. Even if they are currently with someone else in the 3D. That's just the old story still playing out. You are the script writer now. If you feel like you're competing, you have absolutely forgotten who you are. There is no competition. You are the only competition. The only competition you have is with yourself, guys. That's it. You are not competing with anybody else in your reality, just yourself. Just your mind, just your thoughts. That's it. That's your competition. No third party, no, anybody doing you wrong, no friends. Nobody is the competition, just you. Think about that. You are the only competition you have. Change your thoughts. When you start thinking in terms of who will win, you're manifesting from lack and fear. And when I say you're manifesting from lack and fear, you're letting this lack and fear control your thoughts. It's not what you're feeling. I mean, yeah, you might be feeling lack and fear, but that's not what I mean by manifesting from lack and fear. When you start manifesting from fear, you're letting your fearful thoughts overcome anything else. So you start thinking, Jesus, what if they win? What if they get them? They're going to win. I have no power. Like, they're more powerful than me. No, they're not. Don't let your fearful thoughts overtake you. Don't let your lackful thoughts overtake you, okay? Now, but when you remember you're the prize, the creator, and the chosen one, you naturally align with the end where it is already yours. That's it. Now, you do not need to manipulate, spy, or worry about the competition. They don't matter. That energy confirms to the subconscious that you're not chosen. Tell yourself, I am chosen. I am always loved, chosen, and prioritized. I am always loved, wanted, and prioritized. Your only job is to persist in the end state where you've already gotten that ideal relationship. So persist in the end state where you have already gotten that relationship. This person is mine. I have this SP. We are together. We are in a loving relationship. We are the perfect couple. Whatever you want to say to indicate you already have that relationship. The 3D is old news. If you see your SP with somebody else, don't panic. It's just a reflection of past assumptions. Keep affirming the new story, guys. A 3P does not matter. A 3P, third party. Yeah, that's right. They don't matter. You understand? You are not sharing a person. You're selecting a version. There are infinite versions of your SP. You don't need to steal them. You just shift into the version that's already in love with you. So, you see them as being in love with you. You change that version. You understand? You choose the version of them that is in love and obsessed with you by telling yourself, SP is in love with me. SP is obsessed with me. SP cannot wait to spend the rest of their life with me. Now, I actually do want to get a little bit deeper in this because some of y'all might be like, huh? But when I said someone else may get the SP in their bubble, but that has nothing to do with your outcome unless you believe it does. This is what I mean. Here's what this actually means. Let's say Sarah is manifesting your SP and so are you. Now, in Sarah's reality bubble, she believes the SP wants her. So her 3D might reflect that. Maybe he texts her, flirts, dates her, etc. In your reality bubble, you believe the SP chooses you. So in your 3D, he texts you, flirts with you, dates you. Each person's reality is showing them what they assume to be true. Neither one is affecting the other unless you start peeking into their bubble and reacting. So, unless you are peeking into their bubble and reacting, does that make sense? This is where it gets messy, guys, so stay with me. If you start believing, this is after you've already peeked in that bubble and you've started reacting, you notice your 3P is texting somebody else, talking and flirting with somebody else. Things get messy, right? So if you start believing that Sarah is stronger than you, that she's winning, he's probably choosing her, then boom, you just inserted her bubble into your world by assuming it's more powerful. And now your reality has to reflect that assumption. You understand? So the truth is, you get the SP when you believe he's already yours, no matter what the 3D shows. Someone else can only win in your world if you give them that power. So I will end off by saying you're not fighting her for that man. You're picking the timeline where you are already chosen and you are letting that version unfold. So this is why we say 3D circumstances don't matter. This is why we say 3Ps. 3Ps don't matter. They're just your old assumptions playing out. You created that 3P. If you have a 3P in your reality, it's because you put them there with your thoughts and assumptions. So you created them, you can uncreate them. Get rid of them. Tell yourself you are always loved, chosen, and prioritized. And then SP will start reflecting that back to you. Okay? Nobody else can have what you want. It's that simple. Stay in your own reality bubble. Mind your own imagination. You understand me? Stay out of everybody else's. Mind your own. That's the one that really matters.